What is up, guys? Welcome to another tutorial from Orange Tutorials. And for today's lesson, I'm going to be showing you guys, or we're going to be making Flappy Bird game on Xcode using Objective C. So without further ado, let's get started. Open up Xcode, start fresh, create a new Xcode project, and name it with whatever you fancy. So for now, I'm just going to name it Flappy Bird Tutorial. Make sure that the language is set to Objective C and the device is set to iPhone, and click Next. I'm just going to create it right here. Replace the folder. Right. So for now, before we start doing anything, I'm going to create a new group, or you can call it a folder, and I'm going to name it resources, just to place my image files inside here. Okay, so I'm just going to place my bird, my columns, and the sky. Click on add. You guys could do the same if you want, or if you want to use your own pictures, it doesn't really matter. Right, so next of all, I'm going to set the size of this to the iPhone 6, which is iPhone 4.7 inch, and yeah, I'm pretty much done with this part. So for the next part, we're going to start designing our user interface. So I'm going to move an image view, and this is going to be the sky. So click on image and set it to sky. Right. Then I'm going to add another image view, which is going to be for our bird. I'm going to click on this image, which is our bird. Resize it a bit just to make it look nice. Whoops. Okay. Then I'm going to add another image view for our columns, and this is going to be 50 by 500. There we go. Just move it up a bit. Let's say 700. Oh no, that's too big. Move it up a bit like that, and change the image to to column. Copy this. We're going to copy it and paste it. Just move it a bit down, right below the other column. And for now, we're going to add a start button. Sorry for I'm going to name it start game. Make it nice and big so that people can easily click on it. I'm going to change the text color to black so it could be easily visible to people. Right. So for this, for the sake of this video, this is going to be part 1 out of 2 parts. And on this video, we'll be making the bird move up and down, and make the columns move from the right to the left of the screen, and making them seem to be unlimited columns moving in random positions. On the next video, I'll be making collisions between the bird and the columns, and even the score line and after the collision, we're going to have an exit button for you to restart the game again. So let's just get going with this. We're going to be declaring a couple of things. I'm going to say IB outlet, UI image view. This is going to be column top, IB outlet, UI image view, column bottom, IB outlet, UI image view, bird, and IB outlet, UI button, start game. And we will need two timers, and as timer, bird move, and as timer again, column move. Right, so after that, sorry, I forgot to declare the top and bottom of the screens. So IB outlet, UI image view, top, IB outlet, UI image view, bottom. Right, so after doing that, we'll need to set some actions. So let's say IB action, start game, and we'll need to set our voids. So void bird moving, another void column moving, and another one which is another void which is going to be placing our columns, so that after it finishes at the other side of the screen, it will repaint, or in other words, regenerate newer columns in different positions. So play I'm just going to call it repaint columns. Right, after declaring everything here, we go back to our view controller.m to set all our code. So before we start, let me do a couple of things, like let me set the start game. So the start game button here will allow us to start the game, and we're going to make the buttons disappear and the bird will start moving around. So let's say IB action, start game, remove this, add your curly brackets, drop some lines, and we're gonna have start game dot hidden. We're going to hide it. We don't need it to be shown because the game has started. And we're going to have column top dot hidden. We're going to hide it as well. We're going to hide the column bottom, sorry, dot hidden equals to yes. Right, there's a couple of things I forgot that we needed to declare. Go back to your view controller.h, and we're going to have an integer which is the bird flight, or let's, in other words, just call it bird jump, and another integer, actually 3 integers, and I'm going to call this random or rand top call position, and the other one is rand top bottom call position. So these are random column positions that we're going to be using to place our columns when we start the game. Right, so go back here to the start game, and we're going to set our timer. So bird move equals to ns timer, scheduled timer, and you want to use the second one. We're going to set the timer to 0.05 seconds. Target self, and the selector will be selector bird moving. The user info will be nil, and the repeat, yes, we're going to repeat it. Right, after that, we're gonna go down and set it to self repaint column, because we want it to re-establish the repaint our columns as soon as we start the game, right? Drop a bit of lines so that we could insert our voids. So void repaint columns, add the curly bracket and drop some lines. Column bottom or the column top dot center will be equals to cg point make, column top dot center dot x, column top dot center dot x, and here will be, oh sorry, this was supposed to be in the movement of the columns. So on this one we'll be creating some random positions. Sorry, I haven't had enough sleep. It's just bulking up on me right now, but I'm still making the tutorial for your sake, guys. Excuse me. So we're going to say rand top call position equals to arc for random %350, and go down. Rand top call position equals to rand top call position minus 220, right? So go down below. Rand bottom call position equals to rand top call position minus, oh sorry, plus 655. Now I have these variables, I have set them because after you measure the distance of your screen or the height of your screen, because I'm using the iPhone 6. If you're using the iPhone 6, you can set it to exactly what I've done. Other than that, you can go measure it so that the top column isn't like far at the top, or the bottom one isn't like far at the bottom. So let's keep on going. The top column, the center of the top column equals to cg point make. I'm going to set this to 340, and y is going to be rand top call position. The column bottom dot center is equal to cg point make, and this is also going to be 340, but this time is going to be rand, which is the random bottom column position. Right, so after finishing up with this void, which is repaint columns, go back, create the other void, which is column moving. Add a curly bracket and drop some lines. So we're going to say column top dot center equals to cg point make, and this is going to be column top dot center dot x minus 1, because we want to remove a 1 every time it's changing, and column top dot center dot y. On the second one, we're going to say column bottom dot center equals to cg point make tunnel bottom, column bottom dot center dot x minus 1. It's almost going to be the same. Column bottom dot center dot x dot y. There you go. And we're going to set wherever one of the columns reaches, then we're going to make it repaint. So I'm just going to move this right until it completely disappears. So try and move it off the screen until it completely disappears, and check the X coordinate. So it's -51. I'm just gonna bring it back. Go back here. I'm going to say if column top dot center dot x is equal to -51. We're going to say self repaint columns. Right? So okay, so we're done with the column movement. What we need to do now is drop some lines after the column movement and add another void, which is as what happens when you click on the bird. So we're gonna say bird jump. The touches began. We're gonna say bird jump equals to. I'm just gonna set it at 30, right? And then we're going to add the other void, which is bird moving. Add a curly bracket and drop some lines. Okay, so I'm going to add a couple of things. Say bird dot center equals to CG point make bird dot center dot x and bird dot center dot y, and then we're going to subtract the bird jump. Move down. We're gonna set the bird jump equated to bird jump. Sorry about that. Minus let's say 5. Okay, so if bird jump is the bird jump is less than -15, because if we keep it at this if you keep it at this pace, every time the bird goes down, it's going to go down accelerating. So we want it to keep it as only one pace. So we're going to set it to bird jump equals to -15. Like that, it will only move at the same pace. So yeah, in the view that did load, we're going to do a couple of things. Like first of all, we're going to remove the start button. We're going to remove the 2 columns. So start game dot hidden equals to yes. Column top dot hidden equals to yes. Column bottom dot hidden equals to yes. Okay, so I actually think we're done now for this, but before we do anything, we need to set the outlets and the received actions. So bird is going to go to our bird bottom. Whoa, I actually forgot to add the top and bottom. So just add another image view, set it nice and wide. You just created the same width as your simulator or as the screen of the phone. And I'm gonna say column. I'm gonna copy this and paste it. Take this to the top and move and move this to the bottom right here. Right, so now click on the view controller click on this. So bottom will go to the bottom of the screen right here. Column bottom will go right there. Column top will go right here. Start game will go to the bottom. Top will go here, and the received actions will go to the bottom of the button as well. So we're going to use touch up inside for now. And let's see, let's actually run it and see how that would work. Okay, so oh sorry guys, it's not supposed to be on the view. It did load. The start game should be there, but the column should be hidden, and here the column should be hidden. We're going to set this to no and this to no as well. So start. Okay, so start game. Seems like we're having a bit of trouble here. Let me see what I have done wrong. Okay. I have only set the timer for the bird, not the columns. So column move equals to ns timer. Schedule timer with interval, with time and interval. I'm going to set this to 0.01. Target will be self. Selector will be selector. Columns moving. User info will be nil, and repeat will be yes. Okay, it should work now. Okay, so start game. There we go. It's actually nice and smooth. It's pretty awesome. So on my next tutorial I'll be showing you guys how to create the score labels and to count the scores, and how to create your exit button, which will go back and restart the game again if you lose. And I'll show you guys how to create the collisions between the bird and the two columns, the top one and the bottom one, and even the top and bottom borders. So sorry guys for the problems that occurred right now. It's been a tough day for me today, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And I'll be placing the code down in the description so you guys could use it. If you guys have any troubles or anything with understanding this code or understanding any part of it, just send me an email or send me a message. My email will be down in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you some other time.